Hello friends, I welcome you back in today's session. Today we will talk all about a sentence. You know very well that words and only words form a sentence. But the only difference is that a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought and grammatically correct idea. Let us see what is a sentence. Here is the example of sentence. This is a sentence. Yes, this line itself is an example of a sentence. Just remember, sentence should not be just a group of words. It should fulfill at least three conditions. First, a sentence must contain at least a subject and a predicate. In this present sentence, this is the subject while is a sentence is a predicate. Second thing is that a sentence should express a complete thought. And the third and the last condition is that a sentence should begin with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. In short, a sentence is a group of meaningful words that contains a complete thought. It has a subject and a predicate of its own, and it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Look at the another example. The boy sang a song in the class. In this sentence, we have as many as 8 words which are strung together to give a complete sense. This whole structure would be called a sentence. If you look at the expression in the class, does it make any sense? Yes. But does it make a complete sense? No. It does not make complete sense, though it makes some sense. Moreover, it does not have a subject and a predicate of its own. Therefore, the group of words that makes a partial sense and does not have a subject and a predicate of its own is called a phrase. Moving further, look at the next sentence. When we reached home, it was midnight. This sentence can be broken into two parts. First, when we reached home, and second, it was midnight. Both these parts have a subject and a predicate of their own. Of these, the second part, it was midnight, makes complete sense. It has subject it, a verb was, and a complement midnight. The first part, when we reached home, too seems to make complete sense, but it is not as complete as the other part. It was midnight is. Even then, it has a subject we, a verb reached, and an object home, and an adverb when. So, both these parts are called clauses. In short, a group of words that forms a part of a sentence and may have a subject and a predicate of its own is called a clause. A clause may form part of a sentence or it may be a complete sentence in itself. In this way, a sentence is different than a word, a phrase, and a clause. Let us turn to the next part, that is elements of a sentence. Friends, you know very well that every word in a sentence serves a specific purpose within the structure of that particular sentence. Subject and predicate are the two basic elements or parts of a sentence. The subject of a sentence is the person, place, or thing that is performing the action of the sentence. The subject represents what or whom the sentence is about. The subject is the person or thing about which something is being stated. For example, Adit is a good boy. Adit is the subject. The simple subject usually contains a noun or pronoun and can include modifying words, phrases, or clauses. For example, the man builds a house. Here in the sentence, the man is the subject, while remaining part is the predicate. The predicate expresses action or being within the sentence. The simple predicate contains the verb and can also contain modifying words, phrases, or clauses. In the sentence, the man builds a house. Here, builds a house is a predicate of the sentence. Friends, you know that the subject and predicate makes up the two basic structural parts of any complete sentence. In addition, there are other elements contained within the subject or predicate that add meaning or detail. These elements include the direct object, indirect object, and subject complement. A dividing simple sentence into their elements is the first step in grammatical analysis. Every sentence can be divided into its elements. An element is made up of one or more words which together comprise the element. Sentence elements consist the building units of a well-formed sentence. There are five types of sentence element. First, the subject. Second, verb. Third, object. Fourth, complement. And fifth, adverbial. In English, every sentence has a subject. The subject is the grammatical topic of the sentence and the predicate consisting of the remaining elements of the sentence is the comment on the subject. Look at the sentence, they elected him president yesterday. In this sentence, here, they is the subject, elected is main verb, him is the object, president is the complement, and yesterday is the adverbial. In this way, these five elements comprise a sentence. Let us discuss in detail. As we have discussed, a sentence may be composed of five different elements. The shortest sentence consists only subject and verb. For example, he studies. Here he is the subject while studies is the verb. The subject is a word or group of words which tell who or what sentence is about or what or who does the action. The subject could be considered as simple, compound, or complete subject. Simple subject means the main word or words in the complete subject. For example, a lovely boy is playing with his mother. Here, boy is the simple subject. In another example, a new generation tablet was launched yesterday. Here, tablet is the subject, simple subject. Okay. In compound subject, we have two or more subjects that have the same verb. For example, a lovely boy and his mother are in the house. Here, boy and mother are the two subjects. The complete subject includes all the words that tell who or what the sentence is about. For example, a lovely boy is playing with his mother. Here, a lovely boy is the complete subject. In this way, subject can be divided into three categories as simple subject, compound subject and complete subject. Okay, moving further, we have to discuss now verb. Verb is the second and most important element in a sentence. A verb can be just a single word, that is a verb or a group of words containing main verb and auxiliary verb. Here is an example of a single verb. They laughed loudly. Here, laughed is a single main verb. In another example, he studied honestly. Here, studied is a single main verb. Now let us have an example of a main verb with auxiliary verb. She had finished her meal when we arrived. Here had is auxiliary verb while finished is the main verb. Okay, in the another example, um, they will be traveling at this time tomorrow. Here, traveling is the main verb while will be is the auxiliary verb. In this way, verb can be just a single word or group of words containing main verb and auxiliary verb. Moving forward, let us discuss now objects. Object is a word or group of words which receives the action from the verbs. There are three types of objects: direct object, indirect object, and object of preposition. Direct object receives the action from the verb. It stands after a transitive verb, means a verb that needs object. For example, a boy is playing football. Here, football is a direct object. In another example, we planted a tree. Here, a tree is a direct object. The indirect object tells who the direct object is for or to. It is used with the transitive verbs, means a verb that needs two objects such as tell, buy, give, offer, provide, etc. For example, my mother bought me a dictionary. Here, a dictionary is for me. Similarly, in the sentence, we sent our boss a report. Here, a report is to our boss. Okay. The object of preposition stands after a preposition such as at, on, in, for, etc. For example, they are good at English. Here, English is object of preposition. In another example, I left my book on the table. Here, on the table is the object of preposition. Okay, so let us move forward. The next element of a sentence is complements. Okay, complement is a word or group of words which completes the meaning of a subject or object. There are two types of complements: subject complements and object complements. The subject complements complete the meaning of the subject and they normally stand after linking verb. For example, Sam is a businessman. Here, a businessman is related to Sam and Sam is the subject. So it is the subject complement because a businessman talks about Sam itself. In another example, the photograph looks nice. Here, nice is about the photograph. So, nice is the subject complement. In object complement, uh, object complements complete the meaning of objects and they normally stand after direct verb. For example, he appointed her secretary. Here, secretary is related to her and her is the object. Okay, so that is the object complement. Moreover, in another example, we find the food disgusting. Here, disgusting is about the food. So, disgusting is the object complement. Okay. Let us move to the last element of a sentence, that is adverbial. Adverbial is a word or a group of words which is used as an adverb in a sentence. It can be divided into three categories as an adverb phrase, and a prepositional phrase. I get up early. Here, early is an adverb. He has gone home. Home is an adverb. We will meet tomorrow. Here, tomorrow is an adverb. While he drives carefully. Here, carefully is an adverb. While They worked very hard. Here, very hard is an adverb phrase. She came a bit late. Here, a bit late is an adverb phrase. They lived very far. Very far is an adverb phrase. And he acted so carelessly. Here, so carelessly is an adverb phrase. Furthermore, they are at a hotel. Here, at a hotel is a prepositional phrase used as an adverb. I'm going to the bank. Here, to the bank is a prepositional phrase used as an adverb. Similarly, he wrote with red pen. Here, with red pen is a prepositional phrase. We will talk after lunchtime. Here, after lunchtime is a prepositional phrase. Okay, friends, I hope that you have got what is a sentence and elements of a sentence. Moving further, we need to discuss types of a sentence. You may know that sentences have 5 types based on their sense, such as assertive or declarative sentences, negative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. The sentences which make a simple statement are known as assertive or declarative sentences. The sentences which make a negative statement are called negative sentences. The third type of sentence puts a question. Such sentences are known as interrogative sentences. The fourth type of a sentence gives a command. The sentence which express command, request, order, etc. are known as imperative sentences, while the fifth type of sentence expresses a strong feeling. The sentences which express strong feelings are known as exclamatory sentences. Moreover, at the structural level, we can divide sentences into 3 categories. Look at the sentences. India won the match. We tried hard, but we could not win the match. And the next sentence, although we tried hard, we could not win the match. The first sentence has a simple structure. It has a subject, India, and a predicate, won the match. Such a sentence is called a simple sentence. The second sentence has a compound structure. It has 2 independent clauses. We tried hard and we could not win the match. Both these sentences are joined by the coordinating conjunction, that is but. Such a sentence is a compound sentence. The third sentence has a complex structure. It has main clause, we could not win the match, and a subordinate clause, although we tried hard. Such a sentence is known as a complex sentence. In other words, a simple sentence comprises a single verb. A compound sentence comprises 2 or more verbs. Both these clauses in a compound sentence are independent, while a complex sentence, on the other hand, is a combination of one main and one or more subordinate clauses. In this way, we need to study a sentence, its elements, and its different types. I hope you understood this topic and I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching it till the end. Friends, if you like my videos, then don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you once again.